squads in Concacaf women's qualifying, and it's going to be on a beautiful night. 76 degrees, a little breezy there in Edinburgh. But overall, both of these teams have a lot of pride to play for. Canada and Mexico met just moments ago. Canada took that game 2-0. The end scoreline. Both of those teams are on to the semifinals on Friday in LA, but Jamaica and St. Kitts and Nevis are two teams who want to make history of their own here. For St. Kitts and Nevis, they're looking for that first goal. Their head coach, Janae Buklaski, said, "The world will celebrate when we score our first goal." Well, I think so. It means a lot to both of these squads to be here. As we get prepped and ready for this one, I'm going to leave it to the PA announcer in Edinburgh, Texas, as we welcome both teams onto the field and hear their national anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to this 2020 Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifying Group match, the national teams of Jamaica and St. Kitts and Nevis. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Jamaica, to be followed by the national anthem of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Welcome back to Edinburgh, Texas, as we just welcomed both teams onto the pitch, Jamaica and St. Kitts and Nevis, and got to watch them as they take a few moments before the start of this one and remember what it's all about, hearing their own national anthems, remembering that they are part of an elite group that get to represent their country on this international level. First up for Jamaica, they bring some experience to this lineup. Sydney Schneider will continue her tenor in goal. Khadijah Shaw up front, their captain. Jayla McCoy getting a start tonight, a player recovering from ACL injury that set her out of the 2019 Women's World Cup. Good to see her back in the lineup here for Jamaica. It's a mixture of Concacaf refs here tonight. Crystal Sobers will head him up in the middle as our center official. The coin has flipped. The sides are determined. St. Kitts and Nevis, in their debut in Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifying, well, they've come in and they have fought through each 90 minutes of their first two games. Quinn Josiah, the 19-year-old youngster, getting her first start in goal. Phoenicia Brown will captain then. And Chloe Udenberg, number 5, has been a player that his work rate really has determined how this St. Kitts and Nevis squad has played throughout the entirety of this tournament. There's head coach Janae Baklosky in her first year, just took over the squad in the fall. As you look at the substitutions available, Kira Dickinson was on the sideline there with that arm sling, has started the first 2 games for St. Kitts. They have the 2 other Udenberg sisters on the sideline. Madia Harriet for Jamaica. They also have Chinlu Asher as an available sub. As we get set for this one, it'll be the last game in all group play here for this edition of Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifiers. Shayna Matthews there, dancing and having some fun with her teammates on the bench as Sydney Schneider readies herself. Quinn Josiah starting in net for the first time in her young international career. Jamaica gets us underway here as both of these squads search for a victory in this last game of group play. Thanks for joining me. I'm Jordan Angeli. It's been my pleasure to be with you throughout this entire Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifying tournament. We've seen a lot of goals. We've seen a lot of passionate play. For St. Kitts and Nevis, that's what they're all about, is this experience, what it means to their nation, as it's the first ever time they've qualified for a Concacaf tournament. For them, every little ounce of this experience is something that they are soaking up. For Jamaica, in the yellow and black kits, they went to the World Cup last summer in France, 2019, but disappointed in this rendition of the Olympic qualifiers as they are not going to make it out of their group. Now it's about pride. It's about showing what they have. Looking for a positive response is what their head coach, Hubert Busby, said. Chloe Udenberg there for St. Kitts. It's Jamaica. And Allison Swaby to send it all the way around the first couple minutes of this one. Denisha Blackwood, member of the World Cup squad last summer. McCoy, heavy touch, but ends up cleaning it up. Finding her captain, Khadijah Shaw. Ball goes astray for Jamaica. But Swaby is able to bring it back under her possession. For these two teams, they've never met before in Concacaf Olympic qualifying. For St. Kitts, they've only played 2 other games in their history, as this is their debut, both of them being losses. But they've showed some spark through this player. Brittany Lawrence in space, dribbling, has Phoenicia Brown. Big time goal scorer for them. Brown had 6 goals in the Caribbean qualifiers to help her St. Kitts team get to this spot where they can compete throughout this tournament. She'll wear the captain's armband again tonight. Trudy Carter, with time and space, goes straight at the back line, slips in, Adamolakan to McCoy. Oh, what an opportunity for McCoy there early on in this match to put Jamaica up. Olufasade Adamolakan playing a perfect ball in there to McCoy, bending back into her path, and McCoy just maybe tries to do too much, flick it on. So just grazes her head and goes out of bounds. They'll stay possession with St. Kitts. Trudy Carter finding Solon, Havana Solon, currently playing in Norway, but spent a majority of her career playing in NWSL in the United States. Chantel Swaby, the West Hartford, Connecticut native, starts the attack, and it's just going to go past the run of Trudy Carter and out of bounds for Quinn Josiah to start again. Quinn Josiah currently going to Prairie View A&M. Now, she was part of history with Prairie View in the NCAA tournament. They made their first ever appearance in Division I postseason, matching up against Stanford. Well, that didn't go quite the way they would have hoped, to playing the eventual national champions. But Josiah in net for them. And she's getting a big test. Her head coach said how excited she was for Josiah to get in there. She's from Toronto. If you look at Dakota Mills skirting away from McCoy. McCoy taking the most out of Mills there. Josiah will restart this. So many good qualities that we'll talk about Josiah throughout this match. Jamaica concede a throw in here deep in their own half. You can see the St. Kitts and Nevis flags flying there right behind Williams, who threw it in. Now it's a quick outlet. Udenberg scoops it up, keeps possession with the team in red. Good footwork by Lawrence there against Carter. Solon is going to be the option in the outlet ball for the Reggae girls. Tierney Wilshire wants it again, but it's going to come onto the near side. Here's Tiffany Cameron, all-time leading goal scorer at Ohio State. Cameron sends it in. Now it's a shot deflected. Shaw's gonna clean it up. Carter off the body of a defender for St. Kitts. Cameron keeps it alive, wanting more, and deflects to a corner kick in favor of Jamaica here early on. Solon will take this one. The Gainesville, Florida native sends it right into the penalty spot. Shaw can't do anything with it, but that's her target. That's the player she wants to find the head of. Khadijah Shaw. Bunny is her nickname. 40 goals in her 29 appearances for the Jamaican national team. She finds a little pocket of space there, heads it too much back in the direction it came from. Shaw's a goal scorer through and through. Did it at her time at the University of Tennessee, now currently playing abroad in France for Bordeaux. And Shaw's continuing that form. 9 goals in her first year in France. Tied for 4th best overall in that league, filled with a lot of quality goal scorers. Adamolakun has Shaw, touches it past her first defender, can't get it past Josiah. Josiah tried the quick outlet, but it's red. The ball's going to go in favor of St. Kitts, a program that was disappointed in the 2018 Concacaf Women's Championship. They didn't make it there. They wanted to, as those qualifiers in the Caribbean. They lost to Trinidad and Tobago. Well, they lost on goal differential. They ended up tying the game 1-1. It was Trinidad and Tobago in the 88th minute with that tying goal to send St. Kitts and Nevis home. And they remembered that in qualifying for this tournament back in October. As Jamaica gets through, St. Kitts clears it initially. In qualifying for this tournament, St. Kitts beat Trinidad and Tobago, remembering how bad that defeat hurt. 3-1, just bringing the goals on. Really showing that they wanted it so badly, and here they are in their debut. Still scoreless between Jamaica and St. Kitts 10 minutes in. Swaby looking for Wilshire, and it's going to run out of play for her. Wilshire just got her first minutes in the last match against Canada. She gets her first start here. If you look at the coaches for St. Kitts and Nevis, Janae Baklosky just took over in the fall. She's a technical director in the United States, but excited to not only head coach this St. Kitts and Nevis first team, but to work with coaching education throughout the entire organization and the whole federation, and said already what has happened in St. Kitts through this tournament is so much more buy-in by everyone on the island, and they're looking to get that first goal of qualification. Lawrence chasing that one down. It ran out of bounds, but that first goal for St. Kitts would mean everything. In her interview right before this match, Baklosky said, the world is going to celebrate when St. Kitts and Nevis score their first goal. Well, there is going to be a lot of celebration, and for everyone on the island watching, for all of those supporters groups within the U.S., from Brooklyn and Orlando, we're so thankful you guys are watching and supporting your women as they continue to make history here. Ball won't find Cameron on the far side, but Shaw picks it up. Has Adamolakun, just runs out of her reach. Here comes St. Kitts. Some pressure on Wilshire. It's Bailey Williams doing the work in the corner, making it hard for Jamaica to get out, and she does enough to get her team back the ball. Ayanla, Bailey Williams right there. Just 17 years old, dual citizen of Puerto Rico and St. Kitts. Chose to play for St. Kitts. I think that means a lot to her and shows what she believes in this squad. Ariel Fernandez restarts this one. Near side, a little flick. It's gonna find Brown. But first tipped over the end line. Corner kick in favor of St. Kitts. Sydney Schneider organizing as Hubert Busby, the head coach for Jamaica. Was a goalkeeper coach and an assistant coach on that 2019 World Cup squad, now taking over in the fall for the Reggae Girls. This ball into the mix, head down and not enough power on it to get it back on frame. Defended, far side. Ellie Stokes chasing. Trudy Carter dribbling, finds the wrong seam. It's gonna go all the way back to Josiah. Josiah, native of Newmarket, Ontario. Actually plays for the under-20 team as well for St. Kitts and coached by her fellow goalkeeper, Kyra Dickinson. Excuse me, Kira. It's Kira Dickinson. And Kira has been playing in the first 2 matches. She makes way tonight for her protege, Josiah. The strength from Brown, as she's had a lot on her shoulders throughout this whole tournament. A lot of the times as that lone striker. Was last playing abroad and been showing how useful she is to a squad throughout this tournament. We're gonna get a restart here. Let's get a look at Sade Adamolakan. Mills, who played higher on the field during the first game, now playing more of a defensive role, using her nearly 6-foot frame to her advantage at center back. She's not going to be able to get in the box here. She plays it in. Lawrence. Brittany Lawrence giving it a go. Hunted down by Jamaica, and they're going to spring in Blackwood. Blackwood has so much pace. Denisha Blackwood, far side, on her left foot. Just past the near post and out of bounds. How about that pace from the Kingston, Jamaica native? Knew that the counterattack was on, knew that all she had to do was beat one defender, get it into space. Credit Tarvia Phillip there as she got back, hustled, did everything she did after getting beat initially. She made it very difficult on Blackwood to get a successful shot off. Blackwood back in her outside back position. Finds Wilshire. Wilshire with the ball now, currently a member of Rutgers women's soccer team out in New Jersey. Had 17 starts this last season in the fall. Member of that Big Ten all-tournament team was Tierney. She has work to do on the right side, but right now she'll watch Trudy Carter. Onto her right, up and over. Carter can't believe that one. She set herself up so sweetly. Brought it onto her right foot. She wanted it bad, sailing it well over the top of the goal. Stokes, the 16-year-old, battling Blackwood. Ellie Stokes over there. When I had the conversation with Janae Buklowski before the tournament about her team, I said, all right, now tell me about Ellie Stokes. She said, I love Ellie. This kid needs to play at a D1 school. She has opportunity here, but right now it's McCoy. Shot saved by Josiah. McCoy's found herself in some good spots here early on in this match. Eager to knock some rust off and figure out a way to get Jamaica their first goal of this tournament. What a good opportunity for McCoy, too, to come into these games in qualifying and have an opportunity to get some minutes. Here getting a start, her first time starting back since tearing her ACL just days before the team left for France for the Women's World Cup. She was named to the squad. Was absolutely devastated when she found news that she had torn her ACL. Good to see her coming back. Number 9 for Jamaica. Adamolakan, some nice footwork here. Pushes it wide, and Cameron saves it in the end. Cameron sizing up her defender. Makes her commit, now has space. Cameron to the near post, Josiah. The crucial block as McCoy was right behind her. Little look at the work of Tiffany Cameron. Playing right now in Norway. #21st minute here in Edinburgh, Texas, between Jamaica and St. Kitts and Nevis. Both teams in their third and final match here of group play for the Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifier. I'm Jordan Angeli. Thanks so much for joining along. It's been fun to call this game. Both of these teams searching for a goal scorer. Would be their first of the tournament. They find a way to hear that sweet, sweet noise of the ball hitting the net. Udenberg. It's been a bright spot for St. Kitts in the midfield. One of 3 Udenberg sisters on the St. Kitts squad. Jamaica with 6 shots so far in this one. St. Kitts and Nevis has had a couple looks too. Maybe their best look going wide early on in the match. Trudy Carter using her speed and ability to spin on a dime to beat one defender. She brings that defender back into the play and ends up losing the ball. Brown Post-up play by Brown. Has Lawrence. Can't connect. Nearly even possession here, slightly going in favor of Jamaica in the first part of this first half. On aggregate, the St. Kitts and Nevis team is the youngest in the tournament, bringing with them 16-year-olds and 14-year-old. Using this as a learning experience for their best players here, but also bringing up the next generation. That 14-year-old Kayla Udenberg, the sister of Chloe, who's out there on the pitch right now. Cameron faces up. Good slide tackle by Fernandez. Salon. Now Blackwood. Shot gets blocked. Chased down by Stokes, one of those 16-year-olds I mentioned earlier. Now Shaw, the captain of the Reggae Girls, slips it through. Good job by Josiah to come off her line and meet the ball before Adamolakan could get there. If Jamaica's gonna make something happen, it's gonna come through the hold-up play and the work ethic of Khadijah Shaw. Goes all the way back to her goalkeeper, Schneider. In Shaw's 29 appearances, she has 40 goals. The biggest presence for them. The direct ball is well read in this first 25 minutes by Josiah. She's picking all those balls up. Can they find that pocket of space when St. Kitts and Nevis drops off a little bit for letting the initial runner, the first runner, pull the back line back? And then there's going to be a spot between the midfield and the back line where they can find Shaw, maybe even Cameron or McCoy in that pocket and connect through there. For St. Kitts, they need to do a good job of working off of Brown. They've so far had Lawrence, who comes in as she gets the ball here to be that playmaker and work to find the ball off of Brown. But then what's next? What's that play after Lawrence? That's where St. Kitts is lacking right now. They'll have to defend far side. Carter to Shaw. Now Carter has space. Shot well wide of the goal. Each time a girl joins football, the world takes a strike towards equality. If you empower a girl, you empower a community to fight for their dreams. Concacaf W, we belong. Odemolakan finds Shaw, pushes it forward to Salon. Cameron, defended by Fernandez. Fernandez, 24 years old, currently living in LA. She's a grad student at University of Southern California, studying physical therapy. Just casually playing in the Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifiers too. Some good things there for Fernandez. Her team defense here, Salon to McCoy. Can't take enough off of that back pass to Salon. She'll have to beat her defender now. Wilshire. Now Swaby. Working on Brown. It's a heavy touch by the defender, and it's going to go out of bounds. Swaby, one of those Jamaican players who's playing internationally as well. Allison Swaby, 23 years old. Playing in Italy for Roma. It's her second Olympic qualifying tournament. Has yet to be a part of a win in the tournament. So searching for that tonight is Jamaica. In the 7 games Jamaica have played in World Cup qualifying, they've lost all 7 of them and only scored 1 goal. That goal coming to Omelin Davis back in 2008. So this would be a big time moment for their team, their country. Carter this time goes opposite, a worm burner, but that's gonna go into the arms of Josiah. Carter's probably pep talking herself right now, a little in between these two. Not the one that goes up and over the goal and not that one. Just working it out on the left side is Carter. Adamolakan. McCoy scoops it back up to her. Doesn't connect. St. Kitts on the far side. Want to play in Brown. She'll be okay to retrieve that one after the deflection. Here's Phoenicia Brown. Poked away by Blackwood and cleared by Jamaica. Cameron takes it down nicely with her chest. This time she gets past Fernandez. Cameron with her right foot. A lot of shots here already for Josiah to handle, but nothing that has challenged her too much as you see Cameron there with the last shot. Nice move by Carter. Gets it on the other side, tries to spring in McCoy. Lawrence trying to help it on. Here's Brown in space. Does he get a little touch? It does. It's going to be a corner kick for St. Kitts. Second corner kick for them. And the first 30 minutes have gone by. Udenberg. The timing was just slightly off as Chloe Udenberg couldn't quite meet that cross in off the corner how she would have liked. Her grandmother from St. Kitts, described as a player that has a tremendous work rate. She's played all the minutes for her squad through this tournament. Josiah with some good distribution. Solon initially wins it. Now McCoy looking for Shaw. Shaw will run through it. Beats another defender. Bunny Shaw looking for help. Can't connect with McCoy. A little taste at the strength that Shaw possesses. Wilshire. Bunny Shaw looks like She's struggling after that one. Udenberg looking at Lawrence, connects with her. That next ball can't connect, and Bunny Shaw on the ground now as our referee, Crystal Sobers, waves on the training staff for Jamaica. Shaw, the player for this Jamaican team with the most points in their Caribbean qualifying. Jamaica went through that qualification with 4 wins out of their 4 games. Shaw here just landing pretty hard. She gets some treatment and we'll see if she can continue. But both teams qualifying through Caribbean qualifiers, 4 wins for Jamaica. They scored an impressive 37 goals, only giving up 1. For St. Kitts, they went through Caribbean qualifiers with 3 wins and a draw. They put away 20 goals, 6 of those from the boot of Phoenicia Brown. Busby talking to Tierney Wilshire. Last year, a really good year for this Jamaican squad. They qualified for the Women's World Cup back in the fall of 2018, and then in 2019 won 8 games, drew 1 and lost 7. Didn't get a win in the World Cup, but saw their country score a goal from that player, Havana Salon. First ever goal by a Caribbean nation in the World Cup. Big tackle, here's Phoenicia Brown. Good first touch, Brown trying to get away from Swaby, but Swaby ends up winning it in the end. Of those 20 goals that were scored, 6 of them coming from Brown, a real leader in the way that she works and her ability in front of goal. She wears the captain's armband tonight, as Kira Dickinson, the goalkeeper, has worn it the first 2 nights. She steps aside to let Quinn Josiah take her chance in net. And here comes St. Kitts. Blackwood pokes it away. Today, any kind of work by Ellie Stokes on the far side. We got a false. Oh, I thought it was a bad throw-in, but it is going to be a foul there on Udenberg. So this being the last day of group play, these teams have played now 3 games. 2 days of rest in between each game. So it's quick turnaround, trying to simulate what it would be like if you were to make it to the Olympics. As that tournament happens fast and furious. So when you see Blackwood standing there with her hands on her hips, she has put in a lot of miles over the last week here in Edinburgh. Spins away from her defender, brings in Shaw to the play. Shaw, now Carter. Swaby. Cameron, near side. Gets deflected for another corner kick for Jamaica, 3rd of the night for them. One of the things their head coach, Hubert Busby said as they have patches of playing well throughout this tournament. He wanted them to put a little bit more of a complete performance together. Well, to do that, they need to find the back of the net. Here's a chance. It's Shaw! Bunny Shaw puts Jamaica up 1-0 here in the 38th minute. The only active player for Jamaica to have scored in a Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifier. Bunny Shaw just notched her name into history. A big, powerful header from her. She had Dakota Mills, all 6 foot of her, right on her side. But Shaw towers up. Just shows how good she is at scoring goals. There's a mixture of players in yellow and red right around her, but she doesn't care. Bunny Shaw just wants to score the goal. The service in by Solon was perfect too, with enough pace and power for Shaw to just meet it. Jamaica now to the end line. Carter gets poked away by Fernandez. Another corner kick coming for Jamaica. Stokes there in the forefront, the Baltimore native. As Mills sizes up Shaw once again, knows she has her work cut out for her. It's a good like-for-like matchup there. Solon this time sends it in lower. Still a chance here for Jamaica. Good block by Brown. Blackwood. Good switch of point of attack, and now Cameron in some space, has runners. Cameron goes for goal, and she puts it away. Just over a minute after she saw Bunny Shaw score, Tiffany Cameron puts her name on the score sheet.
Ladies and gentlemen, goal for Jamaica, scored by number 13, Tiffany Cameron.
And both goals here coming off of a corner kick. The first one, just in the 38th minute, was directly off the corner kick. This is the restart. Cameron stays onside here as Fernandez on the bottom of your screen keeps her on, and then Cameron just knows what she wants. She wants to go to goal. That second touch she has to bring it back onto her right foot right here brings her into a better angle so she get more look at the frame. Josiah falling back as the shot gets taken. Tiffany Cameron with her 4th goal for Jamaica, the biggest one yet. Brown getting after it, going straight to the other side. Good ball by Brown. Lawrence can't meet it. There's the goals, Shaw and Cameron, 38th and 40th minute. Brown knew how important it would be here the last few minutes of the first half to try to pull one back for her team. She's ready for people in St. Kitts and Nevis to go crazy for a goal. That goal would mean everything to this team, would mean everything to that nation. Adamolakan blocked. Look at that defensive effort by St. Kitts. Nothing free. They're making Jamaica earn it. Josiah, a young player coming into this, getting experience here as her first start, her first minutes of Olympic qualifiers, but described by her head coach as a sponge, just wanting to learn and soak up everything, not only from being here with her national team, but the information she learns on a daily basis in goalkeeper training. She gets coached by the number 1, Kira Dickinson, on the U20 squad. Lawrence, now to Udenberg. Fernandez wins the tackle. Fernandez skirts around one player. Now Udenberg in some space, has Lawrence. Oh, looking to slip in Brown. It wasn't a bad idea by Lawrence. Lawrence playing in Sweden for some of her pro career. Makes it look so easy in there at times. Thinks that next step, what's next? Does Brittany Lawrence. Solon has an assist on the first goal. Cameron back to oh, it's gonna be Blackwood. A streaking run from her to get up into the attack. It's gonna stay in this attacking third for Jamaica. Blackwood. Her and Solon pass it back and forth. But St. Kitts wins it. Just a short period of time. Udenberg, you gotta love the work ethic of her. Here's Brown splitting the 2 center backs. Brown on her right foot. That gets cleared out over the touchline. Actually, we're gonna get a restart here by Sydney Schneider. Schneider plays currently at UNC Wilmington. Solon steps over the ball a couple times, figures out a way to just spin out of danger. Solon, that lone goal scorer in the Women's World Cup for Jamaica. Can't quite seem to get that one on frame as we enter into the 1 minute of stoppage time here in the first half. The 2 goals from Jamaica felt like they just came back to back. 2 minutes apart.
1 minute of added time in the first half.
It was Shaw and then Cameron in the 38th and the 40th minute. Big goals for Jamaica as they have yet to score this tournament. Adamolakan onto her right. Now Carter's on the right side. Some fast footwork. Carter's ball goes well over the head of everyone. St. Kitts will get there, and by the time they get there, it might be the end of our stoppage time, and that it is. Crystal Sobers calls it. First 45 go in favor of Jamaica. It's 2 goals. Shaw in the 38th, and then that woman, Tiffany Cameron, in the 40th. The difference here between Jamaica and St. Kitts and Nevis.
Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime score is Jamaica.
I'll be back in just a few to give you guys highlights and stats from the first 45 here in Edinburgh. Welcome back, everybody, to Edinburgh, Texas. The last game of Group B play here between St. Kitts and Nevis and Jamaica. Well, it's 2 goals by Jamaica that are the difference right now. But St. Kitts and Nevis have a lot to play for. This is a country who are debuting here at the Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament, and they want a goal. Well, they have 45 more minutes to figure out a way to get one. These 2 squads came into this match knowing that the semifinals were out of reach for them. But what was on the line was a lot of pride. For them to be the player to score the first goals here for their country during this 2020 qualifying tournament. And it was Kayla McCoy who almost did it here in the first couple minutes of the game. Header just goes wide of the post. McCoy getting her first start after recovering from an ACL injury that sat her out of the Women's World Cup. Trudy Carter was active. And this run by Blackwood, she has gone up and down to the left side all day, but the recovery by Tarvia Phillip, Kuzi as her teammates call her. Here's Carter's one of her 3 opportunities where she just can't quite find it right. Tiffany Cameron did a lot of good work on the near side to try to create some crosses, try to make something happen. It was eventually the work on the near side that earned Jamaica some corner kicks, and here would be the first goal. Bunny Shaw hopping up and heading this one home. She has players around her, it's in traffic, but so focused on the ball and making sure she can help affect this result here tonight. Bunny Shaw puts one away in the 38th minute. And then off the next corner, almost less than 2 minutes later, the ball over to Tiffany Cameron by Blackwood was just magnificent. There's the ball from Blackwood. And then here comes Tiffany Cameron. She knows how to score goals. She does it here in this CONCACAF Women's Olympic Qualifier for the first time. Those are your 2 goal scorers, Shaw and Cameron. Just about 2 minutes apart. That's the difference in the first half between Jamaica and St. Kitts and Nevis. And the half broke down in this matter to 58% possession for Jamaica. A lot more shots in their favor. Not as many that went on frame, though, for St. Kitts and Nevis. They have an outlet through Lawrence, through Brown. It's who are those other players that are coming to help connect them. For St. Kitts and Nevis, they have 45 more minutes. Can they make history by getting the first ever CONCACAF Women's Olympic qualifying goal? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Jamaica up over St. Kitts and Nevis, 2-0. We'll be back with the second half just after this.
Así puedes estar seguro de que con perdón de accidentes de Allstate, tu tarifa no subirá por tener un accidente. Le di muy fuerte. Aunque sea tu culpa. Un seguro que sí es seguro. Allstate.
I went from maybe I can to I know I will. From it would be nice to I just do. From isn't she cute to fight. I feel alone turned into we've got each other's back. Coaches who seem stuck on we can now say we did. Sports writers went from will they make it to they just broke another record. From women's football to every 90 minutes, I'm reminded we belong.
Welcome back to HEB Park in Edinburgh, Texas, where Jamaica leads St. Kitts and Nevis after 45, 2-0. I'm Jordan Angeli. Thanks so much for joining me throughout the entirety of this tournament. As this is the last game of group play, that was a good look at Sydney Schneider for Jamaica. Now Quinn Josiah, her counterpart, in goal for St. Kitts and Nevis. A big smile on her face, her first cap here on the international level. For St. Kitts and Nevis, they talked about it before, the Sugar Girls, they want a goal. Their first goal would mean people like that woman and everyone back at home would go crazy. They know what it means. They are relishing in this opportunity to represent their country. They have the ball here to start the second half. Udenberg to the far side. And Brown can't connect. It's going to end up going to possession with Jamaica. Cameron, one of the goal scorers, connects with Tierney Wilshire, but taken away by Udenberg. Here's Brown in space. Phoenicia Brown. Not enough power on that one to make it past Schneider. That's a great connection between Udenberg and Brown. A gap that Brown might take advantage of this one. What a save by Schneider. Oh, St. Kitts has come to play in this second half. Just a poor pass in the back by Jamaica, and Schneider has to be alert and ready, just pushing it outside her goal frame. Third corner here for St. Kitts. They've got Brown. They have Mills. Cleared far enough away by Jamaica. Carter will pick it up. They'll try to restart again from this near side. Williams. Pass is going to go out of bounds as you look at 16-year-old Ellie Stokes from Baltimore, getting to represent St. Kitts and Nevis. Wilshire. Now all the way over to Blackwood. A good assist by Blackwood to Cameron in the first half for the second goal. Now Blackwood's cross. It's going to be easy scoop up by Josiah. Right away, Josiah wants her team to attack. The quick outlet to Bailey Williams. Brown doesn't do much with it. Jamaica will regain possession. Good look at head coach Hubert Busby. He's coached various women's teams in Vancouver for the Whitecaps and the Sounders for the Sounders women. Then for the goalkeepers and an assistant coach for the full team back in 2019 during the World Cup. Made his way to the full team coach, and Dominique Bonflaza will come in.
Entering the game, number 16.
Taking out Wilshire.
Leaving the game, number 19.
Bonflaza adds some experience, adds a little bit of steadiness. The center midfielder or outside back. Playing currently at PSV Eindhoven, but played her collegiate soccer at the University of Washington under Leslie Gallimore. Started 80 of the 82 games when she was there. So hoping to steady a little bit this Jamaican squad. So they have a 2-0 lead, and they're going to want to keep that. This is a game where all the pride is on the line. Both of these squads trying to make a name for themselves here in this tournament. Hasn't been easy so far. Looking for that first win. McCoy to the end line, gets tripped up. Lauren Williams just taking too much of Kayla McCoy, and Jamaica's gonna have an opportunity deep in their own half. It's a great touch here by McCoy just to separate, make it difficult for Williams to get a toe on it. Josiah getting her wall set. So Udenberg is not quite sure if she should be in the wall or out of the wall. A lot of confusion there for St. Kitts. Salon up to the near post. She sends it off of the hands of Josiah and in. Havana Salon scores the third for Jamaica. It was a tough angle for Salon. What do you do in that case? Send it in to some runners in the box? Well, Salon decided use the work of McCoy at that near post just to make it difficult on Josiah. It looks like it takes a little bit of a touch. Oh, off the post. What a tricky ball from Salon. From that angle, in that area, it's really hard to get up and over the wall. Impressive work there for Havana Salon. Just her second international goal, her first one coming in the World Cup just months ago. Distribution from Josiah goes out of bounds, and Jamaica will restart. Shaw's pass gets picked off. Can Bailey Williams get there? She can. She'll keep it for St. Kitts. Lawrence breaks the line. Good pass to her. Her second touch failed her, and here comes Jamaica in a lot of space. Cameron. So many times tonight, Ariel Fernandez has done such a good job of just holding her ground and waiting for the attacker to take that long touch, and then been scooping in, winning the ball. Good job for her again on that one. Shaw trying to get in on it on the corner. Here's Bonflaza to Solon. Now Blackwood on the near side. Has Trudy Carter beyond her, but she's going to get to the end line. It's a tackle by Allison Williams. Williams, a 21-year-old, newest player to this team. First time her coach saw her was just right before this tournament, right before they started playing their practice. She's the younger sister of Lauren Williams, number 15 on St. Kitts and Nevis. A sixth sister act there. A couple of those on this St. Kitts squad. There's Williams jogging back to help her team defend this corner kick. McCoy posting up right in front of the goalkeeper. Solon, top of the box. Here's Carter. Gets deflected and goes over. Oh, it doesn't get deflected. That pressure by St. Kitts made it look like it got a little bit of a tip there. Lawrence pokes it away. Now Udenberg gets fouled, and that's going to go in favor of St. Kitts. They get the ball. They'll restart. One of the things that Janae Buklosky, the new head coach of St. Kitts and Nevis, is trying to do with this squad is put them in places where they can start to learn and develop. You take a look at how the goals have been scored. Little chip into the box. Carter can't connect with Shaw. Salon keeps it alive, but Udenberg making it difficult on Salon. Buklosky wants these players to be in these situations, but she also is eager and excited to build a yearly calendar with the St. Kitts and Nevis Federation to give these players more opportunities to get in games like this, because she knows that that's the only way that they're going to continue to get better. She's told me before the tournament that football is not the preferred sport in St. Kitts, that it's handball and cricket. But since qualification, there's been a buzz on the island, and the women have been covered. There's been more people and eyeballs and more opportunities for these young girls to see that they can be footballers too. Cool to see it being covered on the radio daily. Just all the messages that you guys have had on Twitter, I know Buklosky said she's got a lot of text messages about people watching it back in St. Kitts, so we're so glad you're watching here. Shaw dribbles into the box. Tucks it near post. Bunny Shaw, second of the night for her.
Ladies and gentlemen, goal for Jamaica, scored by number 11, Khadijah Shaw, in the 57th minute.
It's a nice little slip ball in, and then Shaw just does her best. Here is Adamolakan finds Shaw. That first touch by Shaw right here to beat out Fernandez. Shift Josiah over a little bit, but all it needs is a little touch, a toe poke, anything. And actually when she goes with the toe there, it's so difficult for Josiah to know when she's gonna kick it, because there's no swing or lead up. It just looks like another step. Great goal by Shaw there, her second of the night. Good turn here. Brown has Lawrence inside. It's going to be too much for Stokes and Udenberg, who are on her right. After not scoring at all in the first two games, Jamaica has come in and scored 4 here, 2 in the first half and now 2 in the second against St. Kitts. Lawrence wins it back. She has Brown, Phoenicia Brown. A good shot by her from distance, but it's always rising. It's a good look at the shot. Well covered by Schneider. So it just goes up and over. Phoenicia Brown has done a good job just trying to make the most of her opportunities up front. Been a good connecting piece with Brittany Lawrence behind her. Bunny Shaw. Now McCoy gets on the end of this one. On frame, but an easy pickup for Josiah. Looks like we might see a substitution for St. Kitts and Nevis. Udenberg pokes it away. Now off of Lawrence. St. Kitts will win it back momentarily. I liked the move after the first game of bringing Dakota Mills from an attacking position back to that center back spot. It's helped St. Kitts solidify the back line a little bit, giving them some size back there. So that's going to be it for Allison Williams. She'll be replaced by Christiane Mills. They call her K-Shanta.
Your attention, please.
Mills' first appearance here in this tournament. She lives on the island there in St. Kitts, goes to St. Kitts High School.
Number 17, Christiane Mills, leading the game. Number 4.
She was the youngest captain in the under-20s history. She's making her first start here, or first minutes here, wearing the number 17 at 17 years old. Here's Mills on the near side, looking to get the ball from Lawrence. She's still open. Here's Mills, just came in into the attacking third now. Mills finds Brown, and the ball on the far side gets deflected. Bailey Williams can't get the ball on frame. Oh, you thought that might have been it. On the edge of our seat, seeing if maybe St. Kitts can make a little bit of history here. Lawrence sends it in. Brown. She's knocking. Brown has had a couple opportunities now. She keeps getting closer. 6 goals for Phoenicia Brown in the Caribbean qualifiers back in the fall. Yet to put one on the scoreboard here in this tournament. Fernandez, but Cameron beats her out. Nice little touch by Cameron to keep it alive. Bailey Williams. Udenberg cleans it up. Wants to see if she can get her team going forward. Carter. Swaby. Now Udenberg to Lawrence. Good outlet for them. Brings in Stokes. Brown gets tripped up. Lucky for Blackwood, she wasn't the last defender there. She takes out Phoenicia Brown. It looked like for Denisha Blackwood, she's going to go in the book. After Crystal Sobers chatted with her there. Just waiting on final confirmation there for the yellow card, and there it is.
Number 14 of Jamaica.
Yellow card to Blackwood, and now the ball comes in. Runners in the box. Staying alive. Lawrence. Brown. Udenberg. All the Sugar Girls right there at the top of the box trying to get something on frame. Ooh, that might be difficult with that hand wrap for Fernandez to get the throw in. She manages it. Bonflaza, a nice point ball to switch the point. Four goals so far. The first two, just a minute and 24 seconds apart for Jamaica between Shaw's first goal and Cameron's goal. 2 goals then in the second half. But St. Kitts have been fighting, trying to find a way to get a goal on the other side. Good dribble here by Stokes. But the veteran Shaw just pushes her off the ball. After the last game for St. Kitts, they lost 6-0 to Mexico. Their goalkeeper and captain, Kira Dickinson, had a chance to talk to the media afterwards. She just said she is so proud of her team. Not, the result was difficult, but the way that they fought throughout the entire 90 minutes to try to affect the game and try to make something happen. You're seeing the taste of that already here, 66 minutes into this one. And St. Kitts and Nevis are attacking and getting hard to every single ball. Trudy Carter there is in the box. She draws a PK. Carter has been so dangerous on the dribble all game, and right here she makes it just too difficult. And that's the new sub in Mills coming in there, just a difficult one for her. It's in the very outside corner of the box. Trudy Carter draws the PK. She's gonna take the PK. 9 goals to her career as a Jamaican international. Will she make it 10 here? Carter puts it away. 5-0 for Jamaica.
Ladies and gentlemen, goal for Jamaica. Scored by number
Trudy Carter and her
10th in the 68th minute.
Career Jamaican goal. Stutter steps a little and then inside of her right foot. Just has Josiah standing dead in her tracks. Carter hasn't seen a lot of minutes yet in this tournament. So for her, having an impact like that must mean a lot. Big tackle from Shaw. One of that third step over is not going to get it. Mills makes that tackle right. Has Brown, can't connect. Jamaica will get the ball back. Wasn't intended for McCoy, but she almost made the most out of it there. '19-year-old Quinn Josiah getting her first taste at the full team for St. Kitts and Nevis. She's been thrown into the fire here as Jamaica, without scoring a goal in their first 2 games, have come in trying to put on a show. They put 5 away so far here the 70th minute. Nice turn by Shaw. She has Otamolikan. She decides to go to McCoy. McCoy to her right foot. Tipped, but it's gonna go in anyways. Kayla McCoy, her first goal back. And she scores it with some class with the inside of her right foot. Big smile from Kayla McCoy. Her first international goal for Jamaica.
Ladies and gentlemen, goal for Jamaica score by number 9, Kayla McCoy in the 70th minute.
She sets herself up nicely. Well read by Josiah. Too much pace on it though to keep it from going out of the net as it just slips in between her hands. You can see Josiah's head just falls on the ground after that one. She knew she had it.
Attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for Jamaica in the 70th minute, entering the game. Number 8, Gabrielle Farrell. Leaving the game, number 15, Tiffany Cameron.
Get a substitution here right after that goal. Gabrielle Farrell, 22-year-old, comes in for the goal scorer, Tiffany Cameron. Farrell with her first opportunity to represent the Jamaican national team here in the big qualifying tournament. Farrell playing for the Liberty Lady Flames. Brown gets fouled there by Swaby. These are the moments for St. Kitts. They want to take advantage of these set piece opportunities. Wall getting set up for Jamaica. Good look. The fire in the eyes of Dakota Mills. She'll send this one far. It's not handled correctly. Udenberg. Oh my goodness, she was right there. Man, that was close. Chloe Udenberg with an opportunity to score a goal.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Substitution for St. Kitts in the 73rd minute.
We're going to see
Entering the game,
Kaylee Bennett come in.
number 16, Kaylee Bennett.
The 15-year-old
Ellie Stokes.
from Phillips Exeter Academy in Baltimore, Maryland. She comes in for the 16-year-old Ellie Stokes. This is the growth and the experience of these youngsters that St. Kitts is able to provide. Kaylee Bennett has some pace. And this ball just gets deflected off of Solon, and then Udenberg right there. She was ready, just couldn't get her foot around the outside of the ball to direct it back on frame. Here's Bennett using her pace to try to beat that first defender. Mills now deflects straight up. Good touch from her, but it rolls out of bounds. St. Kitts find Bennett, trying to draw a foul there. Bennett, 15 years old. I told you she's going to Phillips Exeter Academy. Well, she has straight A's, so not only is she a member of this St. Kitts and Nevis team who plays in these international friendlies, missing games, but keeps straight A's as well in school. On the other side, a shot right to Josiah. That's the first look we got of Gabrielle Farrell. Have a whistle there as Phoenicia Brown is still on the ground recovering. Since the referee stopped play, we're gonna have a drop ball here. Brown with a good flick on. Adamolican. Pass gets picked. Here comes Dakota Mills. Go on, Dakota Mills. Make something happen for your team. Not that time. But the center back slash forward dribbling into the midfield.
2020 Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifying.
Trying to help. 2 goals by Shaw, Cameron, Solon, Carter, and McCoy all adding to the 6 tally here for Jamaica. Shaw on 2 goals. Can't connect with McCoy. There's Bennett with the speed. Those 2, that's a good battle. She gets pushed over by Blackwood. They get tangled up in the corner. Farrell in space, runners in the box. Farrell trying to connect, defended by Kashanta Mills. So much work put in. Excuse me, that was Kuzi Phillip. Phillip has disrupted a few attacks now for Jamaica. A couple important ones in the first half to keep the score close. And then that there, the grit this player has shown over the last 3 games. She's started and played in every single minute. Currently playing for Connery FC in St. Kitts. Kuzi Phillips making her name known. Adamolican. Bonflaza. Now Josiah picks it up. She likes to play quickly. She won't get the opportunity to here. Less than 15 here in Edinburgh. Thank you all for joining us. Jordan Angeli, Jamaica with 6 goals on top of St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts trying and have had a couple opportunities to make their debut. Really have that cherry on top. Of course, they're happy to be there, but they want the goal. They want to score for their country back home. And they've been pressing, trying to figure out a way to do that. Chinlu Asher is going to come on as the last substitution for Jamaica.
In the 70th minute.
Alufa Sadeh Adamolican comes out for Asher.
Coming out of the game, number 10. Olusade Adamolican.
Asher getting her first touches of the game. Steady setter midfielder for Jamaica. Here's Asher again. Carter. Now Asher has the run of Farrell. Too much heat on it. Big tackle on the far side. Mills tries to win that cross-field ball, but it's going to stay with Jamaica. McCoy. Big goal for her. First goal back from a major knee injury. Tore ACL days before she was set to leave for the Women's World Cup. Such a big moment in ACL recovery. You can get back out on the field and start doing what you love to do. And for Kayla McCoy, that's scoring goals. Bennett tries to bring down the punt, but it's scooped off her by Solon. Here's Shaw. She's on 2 goals already. Bunny Shaw looking for a hat trick. Saved by Josiah. Fernandez can't get to the tackle on Carter. Now Bailey Williams pressures the ball. Here's Udenberg. She runs past Asher. Chinlu Asher's ball. It's going to be a fairly easy one for Josiah to bring in. But what a important intervention there. It's Dakota Mills, the 22-year-old center back. Played her college ball at St. Joseph's. Just a hard worker is Mills. And there she's protecting her goalkeeper. Doesn't want another goal against here in this one. McCoy looking for Farrell. Farrell was offside. Just over 8.5 left in Edinburgh, Texas. It's been a great site for Group B games. Canada and Mexico took the respective first and second spots out of this group. They'll be playing in the semifinals at Dignity Health Sports Park out in California on Friday. If you win a semifinal, you qualify for the 2020 Olympics. So a lot on the line there as those two teams will take on Costa Rica and the United States. The first matchup between Canada and Costa Rica, the second matchup between Mexico and the U.S. These two teams came into tonight. You see a big challenge there on Blackwood. Good to see her get up after that. She out-jumped the other player by a long shot. Shaw pointing where she wants the runner. She's going to receive the ball back, cleared away by Phillip. Both of these teams entered this game having not scored a goal in this tournament and not having a win either. So a lot of pride on the line here. Now, even though the scoreline says 6-0, St. Kitts in their debut. The first time this team has ever been to a Concacaf Women's Olympic qualifier. They've had their chances. They still have about 7 minutes to find a way to get one in the back of the net. Bonflaza. Mills sends it away. Bennett pressures that one, loses her footing, and it's going to be easy for Blackwood here to just connect. Allison Swaby to Carter. Smooth touch by Bunny Shaw. She brings in Bonflaza, some rhythm from the Jamaican team on the far side. Blackwood. His number's at the top of the box. Blackwood's going to keep dribbling. Wants to get it back on her left. The second opportunity falls to McCoy, and she puts it away. It's a brace for Kayla McCoy. As a goal scorer, you have to be opportunistic. You have to think the ball is going to fall to you at any given moment. And right there, after the long run from Denisha Blackwood, Kayla McCoy was alert and ready. Here's the run. Blackwood cuts it into the middle of the field. It gets deflected, and then McCoy pops on it first and slips it in the near post. Different finish than she showed before. Same foot. This time near post. The last time far post. Kayla McCoy. 2 big-time goals for her.
Coming out of the game for St. Kitts, number 15, Lauren Williams.
In that time, Lauren Williams made way for the 14-year-old Kayla Udenberg, younger sister of Chloe Udenberg. Getting just about 5 minutes for Kayla here, as both teams are out of substitutes, having made their 3 changes already. That's how it looks. A brace by Bunny Shaw, brace by Kayla McCoy, and then Cameron, Salon, and Carter all adding 1 goal to make it 7 here in favor of Jamaica. Football knows no gender. Football knows tenacity. This is your open invitation to get off the sidelines and get in the conversation. Concacaf W, we belong. Asher smoothly gets out of that one. Defended by Lawrence. Shaw finds her pass. Brings in Swaby. There she is again, Kuzi. Phillip gets a little touch off of Carter. Keeps the ball in her team's possession. Ariel Fernandez on the far side has put in a lot of minutes and a good job to make it hard for Jamaica to attack down the right side. Kashanta there. Kashanta Mills, I should say. They're just getting a little touch. She gets some encouragement from her team. Farrell with the Meg. She gets on the end of it. Still on it. Farrell shimmies and shakes. Finds the cross. Well defended to get Trudy Carter off of her run. It was Bailey Williams doing the hard work on the far post. Blackwood had a long run the last time she touched the ball in the attacking half. Decides to just give this one to her teammate, Chinlu Asher. Looking for someone to combine with. Salon. Chased by Lawrence. Farrell in her first cap with the full team, showing a lot of courage to just continue going at the outside backs. Good looks from Gabrielle Farrell in her first minutes here out on the pitch. Good look at Kaylee Bennett just a second ago. Both of her parents were D1 track athletes. Her father was an international track athlete for St. Kitts and Nevis. So cool for both members of the family to represent their country like this. Far post, Udenberg gets enough. It looked like it might have hit off of Bonflaza last, and it doesn't. It's going to be a corner kick. Nearing the last few seconds here of regulation. Another corner kick opportunity for Jamaica. No additional time added to the end of this game. Ball gets sent in, handled by Josiah, and that's going to be it. Jamaica come in and score 7 goals on St. Kitts and Nevis to get their first win of this Concacaf Women's Olympic Qualifying Tournament here in 2020. It was a brace by Shaw and McCoy. That were the big differences, but St. Kitts and Nevis competed throughout the whole entire 90 minutes. Big smiles from McCoy, getting her first goals back from a major injury. And Jamaica feels like they got themselves on the right track here after a couple of first hard games of the first 2 games of this tournament. Big victory here for Jamaica. We'll wait to hear from a player from each side. We'll have those interviews, highlights, and stats when we get back.